A simple circle curve repeated and reduced creates this geometric pattern. Let's see how it is done. So let's begin. I'm going to use Visual Studio Code from now onwards because we have quite covered much using the trinket. So it's right time that we start with this one now. So let's import everything that we need. So I'm going to start with turtle. Import. So this will be responsible for getting all the commands or the functions that we need and that exist in the turtle library. Now the benefit of using Visual Studio Code is that you don't have to specifically define a new variable and things like that. You can right away use the commands. So here, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to use the black color as the background color, and as I want to use the different color with the different color code, so it is really important that I use color mode function that will be responsible to help me use the RGB color codes ranging from 0 to 255. Now let's get started with the color, and I have this color. Make sure you are making it in the form of a tuple. 297 for green and 255 for blue. Once that is done, we are going to use the tracer. We know why, because we want to speed up the turtle speed so that it misses some of the frames and draws much more faster. Now let's use the loop. Following this, I'm going to use range function and then repeat it for 15 times. Once that is done, we are going to have this in is missing from here. Now let's go ahead and draw the inner shape first of all. So it's gonna be for range, it's gonna be 16, and as we want to make the first petal, to make that first petal or first design, it's really important that we turn the turtle 90 degrees right, then draw a circle. This one particular command is little bit tricky and we're going to discuss this one. So I'm going to subtract the value of variable j every single time the loop is repeating, multiplying by 6 followed by 90. So this particular portion, the circle function is divided in two parts, or we can say it has two parameters. One is the radius, which is being used with 100 minus j multiplied by 6, whereas 90 is the extend angle, which is responsible for drawing the quarter circle, which means we don't want the full circle, we want 1/4 of the circle. So every single time I get the circle of a certain radius, I'm going to make sure we are not getting the full circle, we are getting 1/4 of the circle. So 90 is going to help us do that. This line of code, as said, it is the one responsible for drawing the shape. Now once the one portion of that particular shape will be there, then we are going to turn it left, and again the same function will be used, circle 100 minus j multiply by 6 comma 90. Once that is done, we are going to turn it right followed by 180, and this is how we are going to make the shape. Now to draw the full circle, I'm also going to make sure that I use one more circle function, which is going to be the radius of 40 followed by the extent angle 24. And as we want the output screen to stay longer on the screen till we don't close it on our own, we are going to use done. This is the one responsible. Circle function is the one that is responsible for drawing it. So what exactly is happening over here? Let me clear that out. The starting value of the radius is 100, and as the for loop, the inner for loop proceeds, the value of j will keep on increasing. So the more higher value of the j will be there, the size of the circle will reduce. That's how this shape is going to be drawn. And now once that is done, let's save it and let's hit the run to see whether we got the output or not. And here we go, we have this beautiful pattern with the help of color mode, tracer, nested loop. Hope you like the video. Make sure to subscribe, share and comment. And yes, here is a task for you. Do check out that what happens if you change the value from 6 to 3 and let me know what was the result. I'll be waiting for it. In the comment section, do make sure you write your answer. See you in the next video.